so are we. Hello again, everybody. Larry Russell with Dave Brown, and Corey's off today. He's got big fourth plans, I believe.
Hey, speaking of the big 4th of July coming up Monday night, special night at the Mid-South Coliseum. It's going to be a big 4th of July celebration with, can't hold this information, all tickets, every ticket in the building, $4. That's food ringside.
We rarely get the opportunity to ride on the 4th. This is the year. And what a show we've got today.
Oh, indeed, today. We've got the USWA Tag title match coming up. PG will be going against the Eliminators. The Wing International Champions, the Masters of the Orient, will be taking on the King, Jerry Lawler, Brian Christopher, right here in the ring today. Coco Beware is going to be along, scheduled against Reggie B. Fine.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait for that. Tommy Rich, Doug Gilbert will be in a little bit later on. And fairly early in the program today, the All-American Doug Basham. Our first look at him right here, but he comes with great credentials. We will have him. And there's going to be a special announcement, we've been notified, by Eddie Marlin.
Yes, sir, and we're looking forward to hearing that from Eddie. Plus, we got plenty of action in that USWA Tag title match. All of that coming up. Let's get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Somebody that everyone knows in the USWA and all around the world, Nightmare Danny Davis, a young man named Doug Basham, who's going to be coming this way. The All-American.
We hear a lot of good things about Doug, and there he is. What a very exciting entrance into the ring. And we're ready for the introduction.
And you got Leon Downs on one side of the ring, and on the other side, the All-American Doug Basham, his first appearance on USWA Championship Wrestling. It is a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match, and we are underway.
Basham dressed out perfectly for this time of the year. The red, white, and blue in there. Look at that guy move, man. Leon Downs, who's a big strapping guy, and he just had to stand back and take a look. Doesn't that time. Whipped him in. Has him slide underneath. Double leg drop, and now it's Basham coming up and over, has him down 1, 2, but Leon not having any part of it, Dave.
Oh, I'll tell you, I thought Doug might have had him there just for a moment, but as you mentioned, Leon is a tall, strong guy. Leon Downs, nobody's pushover, let me tell you. He is tough and rugged, has given a good accounting of himself when he stepped in the ring, but so far, Doug Basham has been able to use speed and agility to keep the upper hand most of the way. I've been very impressed with the young man's move.
He really knows what he is doing and executes extremely well. He's a youngster, still got a lot to learn, I am sure. Look at him move around on Leon. But Leon uses pure force and then catches his shoulder, goes down to the mat underneath, went for a hip toss, reverse started, and Doug Basham looking good. Yeah.
Great balance, and he thinks. He's using the old noggin when he's in there because Leon had him set up to smash him down to the mat. But he countered him when he came off the ropes there a moment ago, and he's still going. Doug Basham looking good.
Got good blood, Lawrence, when you say a nephew of Nightmare Danny Davis, because Davis, a very fine scientific wrestler. Hard son of a gun in the ring. Leon with a knee to the midsection, slams the head into the top turnbuckle, and whipped him across the ring. Oh, boy, that'll take care of a lot of that speed when you can level that big elbow in there, Dave.
Yeah, that'll slow you down quick. Doug Basham finds himself in trouble now against Leon Downs. Leon dropping down with the elbow and the upper arm. Leon says going to finish him off. Here we go. He's up on the rope. Doug Basham lying in the ring, but he moves out of the way, and Leon Downs did not finish him off. He hurt himself. Not exactly the thing you would think you would use against a guy that fast. To hook up the leg, 1, 2, and that's all he got. Very close, but Leon determined not to be a 1, 2, 3 count for this brand newcomer here in the USWA. Knee to the midsection again. He takes it, a whip into the rope. Going for the backdrop. He got caught in a sunset flip. 1, 2. Did he get him? Yeah. He was able to keep him off balance just enough to roll him on down. Had a great pin with his leg. Had the shoulders down, and Leon could not get a shoulder up. The victory for the All-American Doug Basham in his first appearance on USWA Championship Wrestling. Leon Downs trying to figure out just what did happen.
pretty impressive the way he was able to keep moving forward to where that weight had on Leon's shoulders, and he got a good win. Boy, that's newcomer Eddie Marlin that you got to be proud of. That young fellow looks awfully good.
For your time, but I just want to come out here. I had all the referees come out here. I don't know whether all the fans realize what my job is. My main part, the main part of my job, is to contacting the fans, feel the fans out, see what wrestlers they like, see which wrestlers they dislike, let them wrestle one another. That's what the fans. And, you know, I go to the different arenas and I talk to them, and my main feedback right now is the referee. Now, fellas, some of the fans, this is Frank Morrell, the senior referee.
Yep.
Joe Wheeler, the northern part of the territory.
Joe, good to have you here
Kevin,
today.
the southern part.
Kevin?
Fellas, this is not, I'm not fussing at you, I'm just trying to explain. I know I started out years and years ago as a referee. It's the hardest job in the wrestling business. And I'll say to your face, and all the fans can hear it, I think you're three of the finest referees in the world. But our fans are complaining that the guys are getting away with too much. They're violating the rules too much when you're not on your toes watching it. Some of the guys are they're just getting away with too much, and the people want to see a good called wrestling match with a good, clean-cut decision.
It gives you an idea from the fans here.
And you fellas, too. Now, what I want you to do when you get in the ring, fellas, I want, when you tell the guy to break, he does not break, get him to count of 5, and it's over. The man is down. 1, 2, 3, the match is over. You do not have to take anything from the wrestlers. You don't have to be intimidated by the wrestlers. If the wrestlers raise king with you, you have the USWA Rules Committee and the company in my backing. We want the wrestling matches to be called right down the middle. No partiality. Now, like I say, I think you're three of the best referees in the wrestling business. We've explained this to you. I know you can get the job done, but, you know, I like all three of you, but I must tell you this, and I mean what I'm saying. If you don't get the job done, we will find someone that will.
Well, I can understand the concern, Eddie, and I'm glad that you're concerned. I think it's only fair that we talk to the referees just a little bit. I know that some of the wrestlers think the greatest sport in the world is intimidating wrestlers. And, Frank, you're the senior man here. How do you take this announcement from Eddie Marlin?
Well, as you know, I've been in the wrestling business all my life, and a lot of years I was, I guess, one of the masters of cheating and everything.
But I think I remember that.
But Eddie's got a good point, and the board of directors has been after Eddie, and he's told us, and he's laid all these rules down. And all I got to say, you wrestlers, if you don't abide by it and do what I say, it'll either be my way or the highway.
That's pretty clear. And here's the guy we get to see, an excellent young referee, Kevin Christian. Kevin, the word is out.
Well, it's just like Eddie said. I think this is great, but, you know, I mean, I like my job, and I'd hate to do anything to jeopardize it. So, just like Eddie said, if that's what he wants, then you got it, Eddie.
All right. Joe Wheeler, we don't get to see him. Yeah.
Kevin, you said that's what I want. It's what the fans want.
And makes a big point.
The fans, you don't see their name on your paycheck, but your fans make your paycheck.
Okay, Joe Wheeler, we don't get to see much. He works up more in the north. And Joe, we're delighted to have you in here today.
Well, thank you, Lance. I appreciate the opportunity, and I love the wrestling business, and I would hate to lose my job, and so I'll call it as attentively and right down the line as I can, and that's what the office wants. That's the way it'll be.
Okay, I think we got the message in, and I believe they got the message, and the fans heard it too.
The reason it came out here on TV, normally this would take place in office. But the fans is one talked to me about it, and I wanted to make sure that all of our fans seen that the USWA is trying to follow what they want. Because like I told Kevin, you don't see their name on your check, but their name puts it there.
Okay, fine. Thanks a lot, Eddie Marlin. Guys, we'll see you individually in matches a little bit later on. Thanks for coming out. We'll be back with more wrestling action in just a moment.
exciting.
13, the USWA champions, Eliminators, are number one challengers in there. They had a match last week to see who was not only going to be the champion, but the winner of that to get a shot against the International Wings Tag Team title.
Yeah, and it was one of those situations that you don't like to see, as everything didn't come out quite the way, especially PG-13 would have liked for it to.
Let's take a look and see what happened in that one.
I bet that was all masterminded by Prentice. His thought was, we lost the match, but if we can hurt one of PG-13, by default, they won't be able to wrestle, and the Eliminators will get the shot at the wing.
Exactly. Burt came in, spiked him on that pile driver in there to get J.C. Ice where he could not wrestle, and it seemed advisable that he didn't, and of course, Burt said, we get the title shot against Wings in there because they can't take it, and nope. Wolfie D said, I'll start the match myself against him rather than give it to you guys. And let's take a look at what happened when Wolfie D started it and went in there by himself.
Picks him up and slams him out. Oh, you wouldn't think that this little guy, Tyler, had so much strength. Look at this. Over the top rope. A flying press. Oh, Tyler thinks he's won the match. Here comes J.C. All three teams fighting it out. Eliminators jumping on a Macedonia. Oh, boy. What action is. Wolfie D and J.C. Ice, Eliminators jump them. Even before we can get the bell rung, all four of them in the ring. Referee Joe Wheeler is there. He'll try to get it down to one apiece.
PG-13 puts them down. Double drop kick, double clothesline. Look at them go. And I got to tell you, no love lost here at all as Saturn is nailed with a double clothesline. J.C. Ice firing away on Fotis. Here comes Wolfie. And the action is just furious as the Eliminators decided to start it by jumping on a double backdrop. And down goes Fotis. And now both of the Eliminators have felt the wrath of the USWA champions, guys who said anything to keep the titles. And Wolfie sending Saturn back into the rope.
And did I mention that the USWA titles are at stake here? Tag title match. It's a 1-fall 30-minute time limit match, special time limit for TV. Yeah, PG-13 so upset. Well, the way the Eliminators have treated them in a recent match or two, they said, hey, we'll wrestle them anywhere, anytime. Yeah, we'll put the titles up. Bring them on. No lack of confidence, and, of course, that confidence in themselves has been very well placed because PG-13 has looked really good.
Still hanging in the balance is a third team that kind of makes the triangle out of this, and that's that Wings Championship team from Japan, the Masters of the Orient, as they are holding the titles, and one of these teams still has their eye on getting what would be a prestigious international title. Whip on JC. He sticks a foot up right in Saturn's face, makes the tag to Wolfie.
Yeah, you talk about that wing title, not only the prestige, but also probably a very lucrative tour of Japan would follow.
Saturn took him over with that double chicken wing, flipped him in the air, tagged Cronus, and the whip. Double drop kick, and look at the Eliminators come back.
Yep, they double up, and Wolfie D is on the mat. Bert Prentice directing traffic over in the Eliminators' corner. Don't forget about him.
Big power slam by Cronus. 1, 2, and out of it. Joe Wheeler gets to the 2 count. Joe Wheeler, the referee in this match, as we are enjoying a USWA tag title match right here before the television cameras. Down goes Wolfie. He laid out in there, and then Cronus, he is the heavier of the two, plants a big knee right across the chest of Wolfie D. JC trying to get things stirred up. He wants in there, Dave.
He wants in there, and he wants the crowd behind him. He knows the importance, the extra shot of adrenaline that you get when the crowd is behind you. Oh, he just missed the tag. You saw the outstretched hand as Cronus pulled Wolfie D away, and now Saturn's in here, and they double up.
Double shoulder, and Wolfie D goes down. Over to J.C. Ice, and Saturn nails him, and here comes J.C. firing back up. These guys are a fiery pair, these champions are. And you can bet one thing, it's not to say they won't be defeated, but when they go down, it's going to be hard because these guys are doing everything they can to keep the title. Look at J.C. came over the top, and as he nailed into Saturn, he went right back over the rope, but the agility and athletic ability kept him where he righted and was right back in. And a double whip. Cronus and J.C.
Yeah. That's, each team had planned to slam the other together, but it ended up one of each team. Referee goes down. I saw him flying across the ring. He calls for the bell. That's going to be a disqualification. Well, Bert Prentice says it isn't a pin. No, it's a disqualification is what it is on the Eliminators. One of them threw the referee across the ring, and he's saying, I've got the USWA behind me. I recall a conversation out here, not too many minutes ago, Bert Prentice, and that's just what the referee did. He said, this match is over. You guys are out of here.
Did what the fans wanted, and that's enforce the rules, and it's all done. We've got more great. Hey, we called it. It's all over.
I will not tolerate this.
Well, you don't have a choice.
Misunderstood Eddie Marlin. That doesn't work for me, honey.
Yeah, well, we're going to take time out and we'll be back in a moment.
Going to be involved in coming maybe your way. July 31st, we're going to be up in Sandburg, Tennessee, playing a big doubleheader up there. July 17th, we're going to be down in Victoria, Mississippi once again. And tomorrow, that's right, tomorrow, July 3rd, we are going to be in Grand Junction, Tennessee. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock at City Park in Grand Junction. Big doubleheader going against the Young Guns and, of course, the Stompers. And everybody knows the history we've had. Lawler's Army going against the Stompers in Grand Junction, Tennessee. We plan on beating both of those teams there tomorrow, and we want to invite everybody in and around the area to come on out. Only $1 admission, and that gets you a free ticket to Monday Night Wrestling. So come and see us tomorrow, Grand Junction, Tennessee, 2 p.m. at City Park.
Yes, the team with some big news there for it, and hope the folks that have the opportunity around that area will get out and see them. Whoa, do I hope they will get out to the Mid-South Coliseum.
Yes.
Monday night, 4th of July celebration. 12 matches, 4 title matches, all seats in the building, only $4. Big fireworks giveaway from Fireworks City, no purchase necessary, and listen to the action coming up. You got, first of all, the Missouri Tigers, Jeff Gaylord, will be going against Bull Payne in the opener. Follow that with Tony Falk going against the Colorado Kid. That should be a good match.
Then it's going to be the All-American Doug Basham we saw for the first time here today. Very impressive. To take on the tricky Spellbinder and a U.S. Ladies title match when Debbie Combs will be defending against Susan Sapphire.
And Reggie B. Fine will be going against Coco Beware. Well, these two are scheduled to tangle a little bit later on today. If they can both still go, they'll go at it again Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. A lot of bad blood between these two right here involving a fur coat and Frankie the Bird.
Yeah, a whole lot more important is that Frankie the Bird was what Reggie and that smart routine he pulled off on it. USWA title match when the Dream Machine will be facing the rugged Moondog Spot. That one will be all over the place.
And a one-on-one grudge challenge match. Doug Gilbert against Brian Christopher. Lately they've been involved with other people around, but it's 1 against 1 Monday night, the 4th of July.
That son of a gun sounds like you could stop right there and have a big evening of wrestling anywhere in the United States. But, friend, that is not all of it, because coming up will be a triple threat match that's going to involve the Eliminator. What is it, Bert? What night?
For 6 weeks, we've been ripped off with this tag team title belt. This Monday night, it's all going to happen for the Eliminators. We're going to be the Ring International Champions. This is nothing but a stepping stone. You know, these belts are important worldwide.
You better believe.
And when we win these and the USWA World Belt, then PG-13, this will be over, but not till then.
Well, it's going to be the kind of a match that I think the fans are going to be interested in seeing, because it is not going to be easy. Triple threat.
Not going to be just a simple tag team against tag team. There are 3 tag teams involved. They're all going to be right there at ringside, and it's double elimination. Team has to lose 2 falls in order to be eliminated.
Dave Brown, you just said the key. Double elimination. What's my tag team name? We're the Eliminators. You figure it out.
Oh, well, that seems to make a lot of sense, I'm sure, in your head, Bert. But this is going to be where there will be a couple of extra chairs so that one tag team can sit out while 2 other tag teams meet. The team that loses, they get to sit down, and the other team comes in there, and you go until the double elimination. Finally, you will have a champion out of this trio.
Which means you're going to have at least 4 matches involved right here, and maybe 5 matches, either 4 or 5, to determine who will be the winners of the Triple Threat Challenge.
That is going to be something mighty interesting to see, and hope you'll see it 4th of July. Is that it? Not by a long shot. A unified world title match when the King will be putting that title on the line against Wildfire Tommy Rich.
And then the final main event of the night, a non-sanctioned fight to the finish. That's right. The USWA says we won't sanction it. There'll be no referee there, no time limit, no disqualification. The King, Jerry Lawler, Brian Christopher, and Moondog Spot against Wildfire Tommy Rich, Doug Gilbert, and the Dream Machine. And there are going to be handcuffs around the ring. And when a man is handcuffed, he's eliminated.
That's right. The action goes, they get a guy weakened to where they can get him over to one of the sets of handcuff it, he's out of it. Then it goes on until everybody on one team is handcuffed, and that determines the winner. What a heck of a night of action. Absolutely a 4th of July celebration you do not want to miss. Notice all seats $4, and some lucky person is going to end up with a pile from Fireworks City of magnificent display of fireworks, and it'll be available to you. That's going to be down at the Coliseum Monday night.
Sure be great action. Last Monday night at the Coliseum, it was Lawler and Christopher, the King, and Brian Christopher, with a special mystery manager who he wouldn't tell us who it was. Well, we know who it is now.
Yeah, that's because Green was hanging outside all of the time, involving himself at strategic points whenever around, with Gilbert and Rich being in the team. So they brought in
Phil Hickerson.
Oh, yeah. Take a look at this.
The team has all the wildfire color. Pass by Christopher. Here is two seconds. Nearly the 20-minute mark. Christopher comes in. Lawler's got Tommy Rich. 20 minutes pass in this round. 40 to go. 3 minutes pass. Christopher shots up Gilbert. Picks him up. Foul drives up Gilbert. Lawler over with Tommy Rich. 20 minutes. Ball in this ball. What a ball, fans. Lawler covers Rich. Well, Christopher runs around Doug Gilbert. Lawler gets the referee's attention. Lawler gets a one count. Well, Rich kicks out of it. Christopher going out to Doug Gilbert. Throws him back in the ring. Oh, boy. Meanwhile, that's Phil Hickerson. Hickerson then shot. As a dream machine was handcuffed. Dream machine over handcuffed in Jerry Lawler. Jerry handcuffed to the bottom row. Well, Tommy Rich jumps on Phil Hickerson. As a dream machine, they both jump on Hickerson. Not a dream machine. Tommy Rich working Jerry Lawler, but Lawler's handcuffed to that bottom row. Rich picks up the referee. Where's referee Kevin Christian on a concrete floor? He'll be fine by I guarantee you. Referee Kevin Christian calls for an L in 23:04. Referee Kevin Christian is disqualified. Tommy Rich Doug Gilbert in the dream machine.
Well, I want to talk to the King for just a moment if we can. He's got a couple of important matches coming up this week, that fight to the finish involving 6 men. But also he's got a single match coming up in which that unified title, which he holds proudly in his left hand right now, will be on the line against Wildfire Tommy Rich. Proud saying hello to the King as he makes his way over here. Don't forget, 4th of July Monday night, but yes, there will be wrestling at the Mid-South Coliseum, and King, it's going to be a big one.
It's going to be wrestling. It's going to be fireworks. I can assure you of that. Not one, but 2 matches July the 4th. And July the 4th is the day that ordinarily everybody in the whole United States likes to celebrate.
Now, Tommy, we're trying to talk to the King.
Talk to the King. The King's here. You know, Jerry the King Lawler, who's been his worst problem over the years. He talks about he's beat Hulk Hogan. He's beat this guy. Well, he ain't never beat me. Who shaved your head, Jerry Lawler? Who laid you up in the hospital? Huh? I tell you who. You and Austin Idol. Every time you do something, it's with somebody else, Tommy Rich. You don't do nothing by yourself. Well, ain't he the foul one to talk? You like Atlanta Braves throwing curveballs. I sat back there and listened to all this crap with Eddie Marlin coming out. You know, I thought it was real easy to get that title shot for the world title, Lawler. But then I come out and I listened to this crap this morning. Eddie Marlin said, well, we're going to have strict rules. We're going to take up with Jamie Dundee and PG-13. We're going to help Brian Christopher.
Now what he said.
Yeah, it is. You can't beat nobody.
Call it down the middle.
You got any more than the referees on your side.
You got that wrong, Tommy Rich. All he's talking about doing is cleaning up, trying to clean up some of the stuff that you, Dream Machine, and Doug Gilbert have been doing around here. And you know that's what it's all about. If you're man enough to beat somebody for this belt, which I don't think you are, then I'll be glad to get up, shake your hand, and put the belt around your waist. But I don't think you can do it, Tommy Rich.
Only your ego's too big to get up and shake anybody's hand at beach is the bottom line. But I'm going to tell you, Eddie Marlin, all these stinking rednecks out here, Monday night, PG-13, you, Brian Christopher, the whole stinking bunch, take it to the bank. I'm going to have a great big surprise Monday night, and I'm going to walk out with that title.
See, that's just like Tommy Rich. Tommy Rich is going to come out here and claim he's got a great big surprise. So obviously he's talking about he's got something more than himself in mind. That's your whole M.O., Tommy Rich, just like we're talking about. If you can do it one-on-one, that's fine, but I think you've proven, and Dream Machine has proven, and Doug Gilbert has proven, they can't get anything done unless it's the three of them. It's not the three Musketeers, as far as I'm concerned. It's the three Stooges. And Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum, we're going to do some celebrating, not only by holding on to this belt, but in that match where it goes until it's the final countdown match, brother, there's going to be some real celebrating there. Get ready for some fireworks.
All happens Monday night, 4th of July, at the Mid-South Coliseum. Back here in just a moment. Brian Christopher and his partner, the King, Jerry Lawler. This match is going to be one fall, 10-minute time limit. And get ready. They wanted to see the best in the U.S., and they're taking a look at it right in there now. As the King and Brian Christopher will be going against the Masters of the Orient, who come in here. Very respected young team, and what a young team to pick up that winged title over there as they prepare for action with Brian Christopher starting out on the other side of the ring. The bell is sounded. Referee Frank Morrell says, let's wrestle. But keep it clean, and those words have new meaning.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Yeah, you better do that, or you're going to find yourself disqualified. Alaya and Okano. They weigh 200 kilograms. I'm not sure what that is, but 200 kilograms is what they tell us.
And a nice hit call says, too sexy Brian Christopher takes Okano up, and Alaya is hammered down. He got a couple of slams, one on each. As the referee starts to count, or they have the count outside the ring. Adjusting very, very well, and they seem to be ready to scrap just about as any U.S. team would. They're adjusting well to the Western-style catch-as-catch-can. Okano, Brian Christopher tied up, and Christopher run back into the corner. A couple of rugged guys, this Japanese Wing Championship team. And Brian underneath the double. Whoa! Got him across both of them, and down they go. Beautiful move. He almost adjusted in midair, Davey.
He certainly did. That's part of the talent of Brian Christopher. He's been impressive since we first saw him as a beginning wrestler, as a tag team wrestler, as far as his speed and his ability to make those adjustments, split-second adjustments. That's what he did right there. That could give this Japanese team some rough times here today.
Taking a look at two of the better wrestlers that you will find anywhere, Lawler and Christopher, and since they teamed up, they have been impressive as a tag team. Of course, Lawler with a long background of one of the great tag team wrestlers in the world, as a matter of fact. Alaya tagged Okano, and they decided it's a good time to do a little of that double teaming themselves.
And Frank Morrell, the referee, literally got in between them and sent one of them back outside. The referees, with renewed power here today from the USWA and Eddie Marlin, who says, hey, the company backs you up. Call them down the middle.
Christopher rushes him in, whip across the ring, and as he was set for the backdrop, O'Connell got him, pow, right in the shin, takes him over to the rope. Here comes the king. Hey, you want to get 4 in this? The referee says, no, sir. And he backs O'Connell away, and while he is trying to keep Lawler out of there and O'Connell away, Araya comes over and snaps Bryan right off that bottom rope. Back to the corner, the tag goes. And the Wings champions are working on Brian Christopher, with Jerry Lawler having yet to make an official appearance in the ring, Davey.
Yeah, he's been all the way across the ring. The Japanese team has been able to keep Bryan close to their corner for the most part. But that has just changed. The tag is made, and here comes the king.
Snap over the shoulder. And Lawler, listening to the referee say, open the fist up.
Yeah.
Has he ever heard that before?
Yeah, sure he has, but this time he paid attention.
You better believe it. He broke it right then and there. That's good. I'm tickled with that. I'm glad to see Eddie make that happen. And I think it took a lot of guts to make it out here on television. Not to embarrass anybody, but just to let everybody know that USWA is 4 square behind this decision. Ooh, down goes O'Connell.
Bryan is in after the tag. They whip him into the rope. Dump him over the shoulders, up high as he came off of there. Oh, look at Bryan over to the corner, and he's got both of them in there. Look out. Oh, he's going to slam their heads together, but they nail him in the midsection. They're doubling up on him. One of them's going to have to get out. That's what Frank Morrell is saying, waving him to the corner. Now he also tells the king, he said, one from each team, back outside.
Christopher being held by O'Connell. Whoa, and right on his own man. Araya takes down his own man. 1, 2, 3. Look at this. Oh, what a mistake. As Brian Christopher was being held.
Oh, look out. Bob Gilbert in with a rope. We're not going to have any of that hanging stuff going on here. As Gilbert and Tommy Rich, he's also got a rope in his hand. And Dream Machine hit the ring. Lawler and Bryan have won it. But look at this. Look at these guys in here. And referee Frank Morrell.
We've seen it before when they tried to hang Brian Christopher. And out comes Kevin Christian, along with Joe Wheeler, Eddie Marlin. They're breaking this son of a gun up in a hurry, trying to get Gilbert, Rich, and the Dream Machine out of there. And do separate them with some harsh words to them if they don't get out of there. As the Dream Machine, Rich, and Gilbert had certain ideas in mind that we've seen them use before. Eddie having a problem over here with the Dream Machine. You better listen to him.
There's not going to be one here. Frank Morrell saw he was outnumbered, and he called for help from the rest of the refereeing crew. Now sends him out of here. Eddie Marlin out to back him up, and now they finally got the ropes off of Jerry and Brian Christopher. So they put a stop to that in a hurry.
Lawler and Christopher, the official winners over Masters of the Orient, and we're going to take time on it.
See you toss and turn all night.
We had a situation out here with Reggie B. Fine, who came out with what was, he said, was Frankie the Bird, which he had stolen a week before from Coco B.
Stolen is the operative word.
That's the key word. Take a look at what happened right here last week.
But you know what? All right, you can have it your way. I got him back in a special case.
Well, do something right and do it, bring it out here and forget this thing. Thank you. Because that bird means a lot to Coco. He's been all over the world with that bird. Frankie is known by kids, adults everywhere in this world. And he comes along, runs him off, thinks it's a big joke. He ends up losing that coat. That was part of it. The bird... Oh, come on, Reggie. What is this? What are you...
You want to see what I got?
Are you trying to make a bell? This better not be what you're... Reggie, will you stop? Will you get that? That is terrible. Get away from me with that. How can you possibly talk out? Frankie? Yeah, no, I don't want anything to do with you. You come out here. I'll tell you one thing. You may be making fun of it, Coco Beware didn't think it was so funny.
No, we didn't either, boy, with him doing all of that sort of thing. Well, anyway, it resulted in a match at the Mid-South Coliseum.
Reggie got his coat back, as a matter of fact, so he still refuses to give Coco the bird, who is rightfully the owner of the bird. He's got the coat back, and he's feeling high cotton right now. But today we've got a match between the two of them, as we'll be having Coco out here against Reggie B. Fine. What a mess that has been.
Oh, it has. Take a look at some of the match which Coco was going against Reggie B. Fine. It was Frankie against the coat.
If you're not wearing the bird out, I'm signing you $1,500, and the money goes to Coco Ware. Well, Eddie, I want to say one thing. $1,500 does not cover my bird, Frankie, because he's worth more than $1,500. But I'll tell you one thing, Reggie B. Fine. Before the night is over with, you're going to mention everybody that you know where that bird is at, and you're going to have that bird at TV Saturday morning. And that's a fact. All right, Coco Beware. Jumping on Reggie B. Fine. Coco brought his part. That was that tag, which was Reggie B. Fine's first coat. And Coco Beware. Warning fire again. He's got to tell what's breaking the bird is. As the match continues, Fine, submit. Coco Beware is your winner of the bout. In 5 minutes, 13 seconds, Ware gets the submission on Reggie B. Fine in 5:13. Coco not letting go of Reggie B. Fine, and Fine screaming for help. As Coco Ware won't let go. Well, the end result of whatever satisfaction he may have had in roughing him up is that Reggie got the coat back, and here he comes with his Superfly coat, and he also is not doing what is right. He still has Frankie the bird, and it's not all over with, Mr. B. Fine.
And how you doing this morning? I'm guilty already, right?
Well, all I can tell you, you still got the bird, right?
Right, but I won it straight out rightfully. I won it. Look, I don't understand why I got to come back out here. Eddie Marlin made me come out here and give Coco another match. I said, no, sir, it ain't that easy, baby.
No, it's not that easy.
No, sir. I beat that boy like a dog last week. You seen I got my fur back, right?
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
Now I got to put up the bird again. He want another match with me against the bird. But you know what, though, brother? I ain't no fool. I wasn't born last night. My mama told me a deal for a deal is a good deal. So I told him he had to put up some keys. He had to put up $1,000 for me to get this bird today. I got the bird with me now. I don't think I ain't got him with me, but I got the bird with me. Shut up, you low budget.
I saw what you pulled last week talking about that bird. You keep making fun. Oh, yeah, big smile on your face. And you do
Okay,
have Frankie.
oh, yeah, I got the bird. I was just kidding last week. I got the bird with me. Want me to go get him or what?
Yeah.
No. I got the bird with me. I will get Coco a match if he got a top.
Well, there's a man who can speak for himself.
Hold on. I think I got a phone call. Let me go get the bird.
Yeah, I bet you got a phone call. Reggie B. Fine taking off very quickly because here comes Coco Beware. He ends up with that fur coat, and he ends up with Frankie, too, and it's all going his way, he thinks. He's out here saying you got to put up $1,000.
Well, you know, Lance Russell, let me tell you one thing. It's a shame when someone goes out here and steals something. It's a shame when you got to put up $1,000 to get something back. Let me tell you one thing, Reggie B. Fine. You better have that bird down here right now. because I told Lady Marley, if you can have that bird here that's so high, will be mine.
Well, he's got money here.
I'll tell you what, I can beat him 7 days a week. It doesn't matter. I can beat him anytime I get ready, Lance Hopkins. If he won $1,000, here's $1,000. You get ready to be fine out here, and you get my bird back out here ready to be fine. Get in the ring right now, baby.
He's ready to get in the ring, and I got to tell you, there it is. I mean, the hard green. Reggie, you said, put up the money, and I'll bring the bird. Well, there he is. Yeah, okay. Well, I got the money right here of Coco's. Yeah, there he is. Sure enough. There's Frankie, Coco. Yeah. I bet there's some doubt about who belongs in that cage. The people might have a little better thought that... Just put him over here, Reggie. We'll take care of him. Put him over here on the desk. Just set Frankie right down here.
I'll tell you what. If you mess with this bird before I beat your brains out, I'm going to kill you, boy.
Well, the challenge thrown down, the money put up, and we've got Frankie right out here with, oh, boy, smart. That feather. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Reggie.
All you're doing is asking for a super whole handful of trouble, because Coco is not laughing. He's not taking this funny at all.
The fool already tried to break my leg last week.
Yeah, well, he may succeed today.
Look at Coco, just standing there, totally focused on Reggie B5, beating him and getting Frankie the Bird back. Coco, not waiting for the bell. He grabbed him. He went after him. Down to the mat goes Reggie B5. He's to the corner trying to tag his partner. One problem, Reggie. It's a single match. You don't have a partner over there.
Look at that Coco go after him. He's talking about steamed up. He is some kind of hot. Mess with him, that's one thing. Mess with Frankie, that's a whole other thing. Time out. Back in the ring.
Yeah.
You got what you want. Here's the money over here. Get in there and see if you can earn it.
I don't think Coco's going to slow down a bit. Coco thought he had everything settled and had Frankie back in his possession, but it was not to be. He ended up being declared the loser of the match. Reggie ended up with the bird and the fur coat.
Coco slamming that foot down on the back of Reggie. Snap mare over that shoulder. Got both of those feet right down that head, and Reggie staggering away again. Oh, yay. He'll let you slow down a little bit. Referee will let you slow down a whole lot. As a matter of fact, he'll count you out if you don't get back in that ring, Reggie.
Exactly right. Got a 10 count to get back in there, or this one is going to be history. Get him back, says Reggie. He's back halfway across the ring. Where do you want him? Well, Coco came up there and said, come on, get back in here. Reggie does climb up on the apron. He's still not in the ring. No, here he goes. Back down on the floor again. The referee will start the count, but here comes Coco to grab him as Reggie gets back in the ring. He's in there quickly, but now back out. Hey, yeah.
I called this match off, man.
What do you mean you called it off? Hey, the match is on.
I want to keep the bird, man.
Well, you can't do that. Get back in the ring. You got a match going in there, and here you're trying to welch out.
He's trying to kill me, man. I'll call the match off.
Told you he shouldn't have made clear, huh?
Yeah, you can't call it off. You can't call it off, can he?
You want this bird that bad, man? We ain't got to go through all this, brother. You want that bird that bad? Huh? You need a part of your family. He worth thousands of dollars. Oh, he worth thousands of dollars, right? Huh? He worth $1,000 to you. He's worth more than that, punk. I'll tell you what. You give me $200. You give me $200 worth of this. Get up in the ring and wrestle. Hey, man, I don't know, sir. You give me $200 worth of this cheese. And I'll tell you what.
I'll let you have it back, man. It ain't worth all that, brother. You think $200 and you can have it.
Reggie over here trying to make it.
Go ahead and give him $200.
You want to give it to him?
Yeah, go ahead and give him $200.
Well, let's just be done with it right now, Reggie.
Keep your hand on the cage there, too, so he doesn't grab that.
1, 2. Now, you take your money. There's nothing wrong with the money it's all clean. Just get out there. It is not, and the deal is done. I am definitely irritated at the fact that he pulls that thing off like that and comes out asking for $200 in order to get it. I'm sorry it had to come down to it. At least there's that part of it back, and you got Frankie back finally. I got Frankie back here. Frankie, what in the world did he do with it? He had him in the cage. He walked off with the $200, and you still didn't get Frankie back, okay? Uh-oh. I'll tell you one thing. He better be in some state other than right here.
Yeah, he better have gotten into some sort of vehicle and left immediately.
What did he do with Frankie?
I don't know.
I saw him over there when he pulled it up.
Obviously switched cages there. Or handed Frankie out to an accomplice.
I don't think you're going to have any luck in getting him back out here. It'd be the gunpoint before he'd get him back out. Dave, I tell you what we got to do. We got to take a break. We're going to be back before I get here in a moment. Between Coco Beware and Reggie B. Fine we'll be looking forward to. And remember, next week we're back on at our regular time. Coming out right now, the trio of Dream.
Oh, thank you, next time hanging, baby. You take the 4th of July, put it in May, reach for tomorrow, play back yesterday. You know, Tommy Ricks, you're right about a lot of things. Lawler, your ego is inflated. Your laws are outdated. They don't apply anymore. You can't rely anymore to be standing around waiting. You know something, Lance, no time limit, no disqualification, non-sanctioned match. It goes until all 3 men have got to be handcuffed. Well, that's just fine. Brian, you are the number 2 man on the totem pole. Lawler, you are the number 1 man on the totem pole. So what's going to happen is we're going to handcuff Moondog Snoopy, Moondog Goofy, Brian Christopher, and then Lawler. We're going to do a number on you, brother. I promise you, it's not over by a long shot.
Hey, no, it's not over.
You're talking about 4th of July celebration. Monday night, Memphis Coliseum. Jerry the King Lawler, Green stomped it up. Brian Christopher, Moondog, y'all are going to get handcuffed. Then we're going to beat the daylight out of you, Lawler, and it's going to be an easy win for the world heavyweight title. Monday night, Memphis.
Maybe you're going to have to find out you'll have to do it by the rules. You're going to yours, and they're going to have you out of it.
You know what, Lance Russell? Somebody said, Jesus Judge, you started a war. Well, Daddy, what I've started, we can't finish. What you just saw is some good old Southern justice. What it might be a hanging. You can never tell what we might have. Eddie Marlin, don't even try to split anybody in our way. All you're going to do is get yourself hurt. You're going to get Brian Sister hurt. Jerry Lawler, you're going to be finished. No dogs. There's going to be no more Moon Dogs because there's going to be handcuffs all over 3 men. And I can guarantee you, when we handcuff them, it's not going to be over. All it's going to be is a new beginning because I will make a promise. It's my challenge. Nobody's challenging me. I'm the one that makes the challenges. So if that don't tell you who's scared, Lance Russell, nothing does.
One-on-one, Brian Christopher, Doug Gilbert. I am looking forward to that one. But I'll tell you one thing, it'll be in that final match, 3-on-3, not your usual 3-on-2 or 3-on-1.
You know what his chances are? Slim and none.
Yeah, I hear it. Dream Machine, Wildfire, Tommy Rich, Doug Gilbert. Well, Dave, it's just going to be big. That's all I can tell you.
There's no doubt about it. Monday night, 4th of July at the Mid-South Coliseum. But we got lots of action coming up around the USWA over the next few days. On Friday night, 8 o'clock in Dyersburg, Tennessee. Tommy Rich will be there, along with Doug Gilbert, Brian Christopher, Moondog Spot, Masters Leoria, PG-13, and the Eliminators. What a card. My goodness, 8 o'clock at the National Guard Armory in Dyersburg, Tennessee, Friday night, July 8th. Pick up your tickets in advance, and you save $1. Coming up on July 9th. That'll be 1 week from tonight. Moscow, Tennessee, at the LaGrange Moscow Elementary School. You see all the folks who are going to be there. And once again, you pick up tickets in advance, and you save $1. July 15th, it's a Friday night. Blytheville, Arkansas. USWA will be back at the National Guard Armory. The box office will be open at noon the day of the matches. And if you buy your tickets before 6 o'clock that day, you'll be able to save $1 on the ticket. I like that. Yes, indeed. Pick them up early. You don't have to worry about it. Just go right on in. July 22nd, a Friday night, 8 o'clock in West Point, Mississippi. This will be at Mary Holmes College. USWA All-Stars will be there. And Jonesboro, Arkansas, July 23rd. There'll be folks around Jonesboro a couple of weeks advance notice. But, yes, USWA action will be back at the Earl Bell Community Center on July 23rd in Jonesboro, Arkansas. So make your plans now to be there when the USWA is in your town. Make your plans to stay right here with us. We are going to be back, and we'll not be found by Coco Beware here today. But I just recall we're going to do the entire Monday night card coming up, the big 4th of July spectacular. You know, they have a match already scheduled. Coco.
Yeah, he's ready, too.
Hey, one thing, Dave. I don't have a whole lot of time, and I don't have to. I'm telling you one thing, Reggie B. Fine. You see this pipe. This pipe is, I'm going to beat the you know what out of you come Monday night. Because you got to give me my bears back. And I'll tell you one thing, Reggie B. Fine. You better pray, and you better pray hard. Because that black butt is going to be back Monday night.
Coco, I understand why he's so upset. You can, too, if you've been watching what happened here over the last few minutes. He will have Reggie B. Fine Monday night. Let's see the whole card. We got 10 big matches. Yeah, 10 matches. 4 title matches coming up. All seats, $4 at the Mid-South Coliseum Monday night. Where for a couple of opening matches, got some good ones here. Missouri Tiger Jeff Gaylord goes against Bull Payne. And then the legend, Tony Falk, goes against the Colorado Kid.
And somebody is going to walk out of there with some beautiful fireworks from Fireworks City, as this great display right here and much more will be available to the one lucky winner down there at the Coliseum. And we're looking at All-American Doug Basham against the Spellbinder, as we saw Doug Basham for the first time today. And then it'll be a U.S. ladies title match when Debbie Combs will be defending against Susan Sapphire.
And I don't have to say too much more about it. You have seen what happened here today. Coco Beware was focused when he got here. You talk about being focused now. He's looking for Reggie B. Fine anywhere he can get him, and he's going to get his chance Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum.
USWA title match when the Dream Machine will be going against Moondog Spot. And think that one won't be rough and ready.
One-on-one grudge challenge match. Instead of having half dozen people around, it's going to be 1 against 1. Doug Gilbert going against Brian Christopher.
Triple threat challenge match when we've got 3 teams, Eliminators, Masters of the Orient, PG-13, and there will be 2 extra chairs outside of the ring so that one team will be sitting down while the other 2 go.
Hello, Memphis people. Let me tell you, just real quick. Let me tell you something, Eliminators. You think you got troubles? You got big-time troubles now, boys, because you got to beat PG-13 not once, but twice. And, boys, you can't even beat us one time. Tell them what we're going to do to them and then the Jets.
Right. Well, Monday night, 4th of July, fireworks are going to be going off. As you watched on that VCR, we showed everybody last Monday night who was in charge, who was running things. PG-13 was left in the middle of the ring while the other 2 were out there deciding for second place because we are number 1, and we're going to stay that way. Big action with a double elimination, Dave. You want to finish explaining how that's
Yes, indeed. You're going to have all 3 teams there. 2 of the teams will start. Whoever loses a fall will sit down. The other team will come in. When a team is beaten twice, they are eliminated, so you're going to have at least 4 matches, maybe 5, to determine the winners of the Triple Threat Challenge. Unified world title at stake then. The King, Jerry Lawler, against Wildfire Tommy Rich. The King says Rich can't beat him 1 against 1. He's always got to have help. Wildfire says he's got a big surprise Monday night.
Yeah, he does. Big surprise. We'll find out about that. And the final match is going to be a non-sanctioned. This will be a no time limit, no disqualification, no referee. What you're going to have is 6 sets of handcuffs, 3 on each side. You're going to have Jerry the King Lawler, Brian Christopher, and Moondog Spot on one side, Wildfire Tommy Rich, Doug Gilbert, and Dream Machine on the other. And the team that is successfully able to handcuff the entire team, that is all 3 members, will end up the winner. And between beginning and end is going to be some kind of a mess.
It's going to be a wild one. 4th of July, Monday night at the Mid-South Coliseum. 10 big matches, all seats, $4. On the other side, it's dangerous. Doug Gilbert, Wildfire, Tommy Rich. Dream Machine is over their corner, too. Referee Joe Wheeler will keep them separated in this match to the expiration of time. Here we go. Off and running with Gilbert in there on CD Steele. Pounding him in the corner, and referee Joe Wheeler telling Rick, keep his hands out of there till he's tagged in. And he also better keep an eye on the Dream Machine, who is rolling around.
That's a welfare kid. Oh, funny.
And Doug Gilbert really hammered him. Boy, he caught him with that clothesline. You could just see all of a sudden go in one direction and then dead stop when he hit it. He pounded him hard.
Look at T.D. Steele. He's been hit more times than Joe Louis.
Up in the air, and down he goes. Over in the corner, Tony Williams, good athlete. He needs to be in there right now. If TD can get over to make the tag, hammering into the knee of Tommy Rich, and Tommy brought the knee with him into the ring after the tag.
Yeah, Doug grabbed the foot of T.D. Steele to keep him away from the tag on Tony Williams in the corner. T.D. with an injured leg, and Tommy is working on that right leg near where he was injured previously.
Tommy pounding away. Yeah, I know. If he didn't have, he would have now, the way Rich is pounding on it. And again, Doug Gilbert goes right for the leg.
No mercy.
No mercy. Dream Machine, Gilbert, and Rich. What a trio that is, huh? PD can't get to the corner and tag Tony Williams. In the air, and here comes Rich. Guillotined him right off the shoulder of Doug Gilbert. And PD has had nothing but 9 miles of bad road since this thing started. 1, 2, 3.
We're running wild.
As T.D. Steele ends up getting pinned 1, 2, 3, and Tony Williams never got in the ring.
Never got in the match, and Dream Machine is over here celebrating, but they're going to have different opponents next time in the ring. We'll be back.
Tough guys like Dream Machine, Rich, and Doug Gilbert, they got to always have the numbers in their favor.
Your job's to stand out here and let us do the talking. You're like Mike Holder. You're supposed to hold the mic. Ain't that right, Chris? Right. Ball and swallow, climb the wall, old time Jubilee. You know I can take the 4th of July, put it in May, reach for tomorrow, and bring back yesterday. You know I am the USWA champion, right, Lance Russell, or not?
I do know that.
Who did I defeat for this belt?
How'd you get it?
I beat Brian Christopher, 1, 2, 3 in the middle. Brian Christopher, you are the number 2 man on the totem pole. Jerry Lawler, you are the number 1 man. We all agree on that, right, Lance? But I have Tommy Wildfire Rich, the man that said Georgia on fire. Doug Gilbert that said Lexington, Tennessee on fire. Now, there's no thing we got to worry about is Tommy. We're setting out a hit list, if you want to understand what I'm saying. We're setting out a hit list, and Jerry Lawler, your name is on the top of the page, brother. And Tommy Wildfire Rich and Dirty Doug Gilbert.
After what I saw today, it should be more like a hang list than a hit list.
You know what, Lance Russell? Who else could put together a crew like this. The Dream Machine choreographed the former USWA World Champion, Tommy Wildfire Rich, the #1 man in professional wrestling, Jason Doug Gilbert. What I'm saying is there is no stopping. Heaven don't want us, and hell is scared to take us. So that's it.
Well, there's Doug Gilbert.
You know, I've been all week in Key Largo with my man Jimmy Buffet. We've been Margarita Village. You know, I've been getting ready for Jerry the King Lawler. Monday night, the Coliseum. Stop on it, Tommy.
He ain't even worried about it. He ain't even got no shoes on. I'm going to drop this boy right here in the ring like yesterday's garbage. Why don't you go up there and let's get started with something other than running mouths up there. All right, Dave, we're ready to go to the ring for this final match. You want to wear this last? No, thank you. I don't want anything to do with it the way it is right now. I can guarantee you that. Get him up there and let's go, Kevin. Good night. These guys are absolutely no way to tell what they're going to do.
It'd be nice if you guys would go back to the dressing room and just let the match go on here.
You see Eddie Marlins with the #1 contender for this USWA belt in the ring with choreographed, don't you?
He's got,
They said he's beat all of them. Brian Christopher, Jerry Lawler, all the rest of them. To say anybody but
Timmy Hyde, a young wrestler who is coming along fine. I'm not going to tell you he's... No, I didn't bring him, Tommy. Good.
they say he's got that new Lance Russell hairdo there.
Don't you have anything better to do? Can't you go do something else away from here, please?
Well, Lance, you know, I'm watching this match.
Oh, I see. Fine. Well, let's see no evil. Well.
and what's Doug Gilbert doing up on the apron? That's not allowed. Well, the USWA has just granted due enforcement power to these referees here. And if he had seen it, that would have been a disqualification right there, too.
He had Dream's tight.
He didn't have his tights in there. He didn't anything alike. He certainly did not. Dream was only able to get a 2 count on him. Timmy Hyde taking the big chop, and the Dream just pounded him.
See? This is for you, Lance. Coco is getting his brains beat out. Coco.
Coco, beware. It's a young wrestler who unfortunately has drawn to go against the Dream Machine here today.
Dream almost knocked him out of the ring with that big elbow right there as he nailed him. Referee Kevin Christian telling him to get out from under the rope.
The best thing you said, Dave Brown, is unfortunately, anybody that messes with the Dream Machine, anybody that messes with Wildfire, anybody that messes with... Look at there, Dave Brown. What does that look like?
Well, it looks like he's in trouble. Looks like he's been beaten up by Troy Graham, the Dream Machine.
Potatoes to me.
Well, you guys must be a little bit worried about him, because otherwise, why would you be out here watching Dream Machine? You would think.
Having this show up a little bit. Can you imagine the people having to listen to you and Lance Russell talk every week?
Well, see, Dave Brown, what you just said, why are we doing out here? See, just like Tommy Rich said, Jerry Lawler and Brian Christopher got Eddie Marlin. They're back there sitting on his knees, sitting on his lap. And all of them are on their side. Eddie Marlin, the rest of the board, whoever he says the board is. Oh, yeah, y'all.
Now, you know what we're on the side of? We're on the side of being fair and square. You guys can wrestle. Why don't you do it without having 3 on 2? You got 3 of you out here with this young fellow right here, Timmy Hyde. Dream covers him. Count of 1, 2, 3. There's the win.
Congratulations by Doug Gilbert as he and the Dream Machine are celebrating. Tommy Wildfire Rich down here on the floor. Now, yeah, keep him back away. There's no point in Gilbert being over there close to him. Look at this.
Yeah. Isn't it awful when you don't trust a thing they're going to do? Gilbert takes him up, throws him through the ropes and out on the floor.
That's why
you don't trust a thing.
Exactly. You got it. We're thinking exactly.
Oh, boy, I'm telling you what. Sometimes you just get it right up to your ears with these guys.
Well,
so the official winner, Dream Machine, over a youngster who is just starting out in his career, Timmy Hyde. And,
well, if he can't stand the heat, he shouldn't go in the kitchen.
Hey, he got it.
I'm here to play it in Mama's game the last Russell. Lawler, I'm still looking for you.
Okay, take it with somebody that's been around like you have for a while.
But that's not all that's happened in the USWA this week.
Big elbow in there, Dave.
Yeah, that'll slow you down quick. Doug Basham finds himself in trouble now.
had it up to here with Doug Gilbert, Tommy Rich, and the Dream Machine. I'm sick of looking at their faces, and I'm sick of listening to them when they open their big fat mouths. Well, come Monday night, boys, I got something that somebody just passed me that might just shut your mouths. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to bring it down there, and we also got a partner we're bringing down there, right, King? Exactly. It's not going to just be Brian Christopher and the King. It's going to be an individual that I know full well exactly what he can do. We're talking about Moondog Spot, and all of these people out here in Memphis and all over the area have seen this guy come out and drill people week in and week out with garbage cans, boards. It don't matter. So we're going to bring an entire arsenal down there Monday night. So get ready for it, because it is going to be a fight to a finish, and you're going to be finished.
All happens Monday night. That's the big match, fight to a finish with a handcuff. Matter of fact, let's talk about the entire card here. We don't have a lot of time, but we can fill you in on a good bit of it. Don't forget the big fireworks giveaway from Fireworks City down here. No purchase necessary. Jeff Keylord goes against Bull Payne. And then the next match, Tony Falk against the Colorado Kid. All-American Doug Basham will be going against the Spellbinder. U.S. Ladies title match, Debbie Combs against Susan Sapphire. And then this big match with Reggie and Coco.
Reggie defying Coco, beware. That's going to be bad blood match right there. USWA title match with the Dream Machine going against Moondog Spot. And then one-on-one. Let's settle it. Brian Christopher and Doug Gilbert. Following that is going to be a most interesting triple threat challenge.
That's right, double elimination match. You got three teams, Masters of the Orient, the Eliminators, and PG-13, and it's for the wing title. You have to beat a team twice. They lose two falls, they are eliminated from the competition.
And following that, it will be a unification world title match when Jerry Lawler puts it on the line against Wildfire Tommy Rich.
Non-sanctioned fight to the finish match. The King and Brian just talking about it. No time limit, no disqualification, no referee. 6 sets of handcuffs, 3 on either side. When a man's handcuffed, he's eliminated. Could make this an interesting pairing. 10 matches, all seats only $4 Monday night.
That's coming up Monday night for the big 4th of July celebration. We'll be back at our regular time next week. Corey Macklin will be back with us, and looking forward to that. Dave, we've had a good one today, and looking forward to a big one on Monday night. Hope you will be there. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are select